I still believe that XCN has a very bright future in a dollar. I still have my sights on that. And even though that's not financial advice, the way to take a look at it is that as of right now, XCN really gives me this vibe that, hey, this could hypothetically do very amazing, potentially at least, during a fully fledged bull run because of Goliath, which is allegedly going to be this very amazing layer one blockchain for the world of finance that is planned to have the testnet launch in Q3 of this year, so in 2025. Now, why does this mean that XCN has a bright future? It's because when XCN not too long ago had that pump, the way I view it was that if, let's say, the bull run didn't get halted and let's say there wasn't a market pullback, let's say the bull run kept going, right? I think even at that point, XCN would have a very difficult time reaching these insanely high levels because I felt like it had a ceiling due to the fact that it didn't really have much going on for it. Just think about this, right? When we take a look at something like Onyx, the thing was that people kind of viewed it as this sort of watered down version of Ripple or Stellar. The only thing really going on for it at that time was that, hey, this could be the next XRP or XLM, maybe in a smaller version. But then that was pretty much it. There wasn't really much substance to go off there. Now, did I think it was going to do bad? No, but I felt like maybe the growth wouldn't have been as dynamic if, let's say, they were planning to launch this roadmap where a lot of people can actually take a look at, like, for instance, planning to launch the testnet in Q3 of this year and the mainnet in Q1 of next year in 2026. I think that gave it a lot more clarity. So once the bull run really picks up again, I feel like this could really have that momentum it really should hypothetically deserve, maybe. Now, the way I view it is this. It's somewhat, in a sense, still kind of, never going to defeat XRP or XLM, but now it just has this confirmation that, hey, this is a very solid project within this space that's not only just feeding off the hype of XRP and XLM, but then at the same time not having much substance. So again, now it has substance, so there's at least something to latch onto, in my opinion, during a fully fledged bull run. And I do like that. And keep in mind, XCN, hypothetically, I think could gain a lot of attention because it's listed in some major exchanges. Like, for instance, right, it's listed in places like Coinbase, Kraken, KuCoin, Gate.io, and many others. So really, it's not lacking when it comes to that. Keep in mind now it has that substance, like that roadmap, or should I say a clear roadmap for Goliath. And then let's say it's listed in a bunch of exchanges, which it is. Imagine what that combo could be like during a fully fledged bull run. I mean, this could be very dynamic in my opinion. Now, all it really has to do is just, wait for the bull run to pick up again. It already has the right pieces in place. XCN already has a bunch of holders, which granted, I get a lot of people left, but still the numbers are still holding pretty strong when it comes to this. Still listed at a bunch of major exchanges, not to mention we take a look at Goliath and the clear roadmap it has moving forward. This is game, set, match right here. This is like, again, something that I could view as being very special within this space of payments and global trade and finance. So would it make any sense for me to give up on it? Absolutely not, in my opinion. Again, I can't speak on anyone's behalf. I can't tell anyone to buy XCN, but I view this as having a very bright future. And in theory, could XCN go lower? Absolutely. We just don't know. And again, the market's going to do what it's going to do. But the way to take a look at it is that if it goes lower, I'll accumulate more. If it stays the same, I'll accumulate more because I'm dollar cost averaging. The beauty about that is I'm constantly accumulating. And I'm not checking my portfolio every 2 or 5 minutes. This is not what I do. What I do is that I accumulate, I hold, and I just wait. That's it. Really, I mean, it doesn't even matter what's going on with the price. I bought XCN before it pumped. I bought it when it was pumping. I bought it when it was going down. And I'm still going to acquire it as of right now because, again, I'm dollar cost averaging. I'm more so accumulating over an extended period of time. I'm more so focused on a marathon type of mentality as opposed to a sprint because I am not a day trader. I am not trying to use leverage. This is not what I do. I take a look at the trajectory of when altcoins peak as a worst case scenario. Usually it's around 18 months after a Bitcoin halving event. The last Bitcoin halving event happened in April of last year, so 18 months would actually mean around October this year. That's the stuff I pay attention to. $1, I get it, is a little bit crazy, it may seem like, because it's around 114x from here. However, considering current circulating supply at that point, market cap would be around $32.5 billion, which really would still actually be over $100 billion less than what XRP reached not too long ago in terms of market cap, which was around 150 billion. Now I get it, XRP is, going down by quite a significant amount, along with a bunch of other altcoins. but it's still holding pretty strong, right? Market cap is still over $100 billion. So why can't XCN reach this during a fully fledged burn? This is just my mentality. Not to mention now, because XCN has dropped so much in price, currently 50 cents is over a 50x from here, which is kind of crazy to think about. So that means 25 cents is still over 25x? That's kind of crazy, actually. But even besides that, I'm still going to stay patient when it comes to XCN. $1, that's still my price target, and I believe in its future, and I'm not going to give up. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. Greatly appreciated. It's Malay the Captain, and I'll catch you all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.